But firing Matt Canada, I get why people are thinking that because I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't think it was all on him last game. I think there were some good calls. It was just the two that we talked about, the two series. It's just like read the room.
Yeah.
And making that move right now, I don't know if it benefits anyone. The only way I could see it is if you do it at the bye. You make Mike Sullivan the dude, and he tries to run it similarly to Matt
because you would
Canada.
have to keep verbiage. You would need to,
because Mike Sullivan's been around Matt Canada these last 2 years, but he can maybe have a better job at reading the room and deciphering defenses and knowing when to make calls. Yeah. That's my only thinking.
Because I thought of it in the sense of you still keep Matt Canada on board, but what you do is you start to say, all right, well, maybe you're part of the game planning, but we want Mike Sullivan taking over actual play calling duties. Because, I still feel like you have some nice plays that are schemed up. We have seen them at times, but you don't know when to call them consistently enough. So maybe that's an approach. Maybe that's a stone that you don't leave unturned. And Coach Tomlin did say that everything was on the table in terms of making moves and stuff like that. So that's something that I would think of in terms of another potential shift in philosophy, or even if it's vice versa in the sense of, all right, well, maybe it's been exclusively Matt Canada in terms of all of the preparation and game planning stuff. All right, well, maybe Mike Sullivan deserves a bigger role in that. But either way, like, something has to be switched up in some capacity. Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings. As y'all can see in the bottom of the screen, shout out to them. You know, the top-rated sports booking app. And we rocks with them in a big time way, man, because they are safe, they are secure, but more importantly, they are reliable. And for all those people that are trying to get into this thing or starting to get into this thing, man, that we like to call sports booking, you know, sports betting and stuff like that, make sure you download the app, DraftKings Sportsbook. And when you download that app, it's going to have a time where you can make your first wager, right? Well, when you're making that first wager of a minimum of $5, if you use the promo code MOATS, you will also receive an additional $200 in free money for your bets. All right. It's a simple concept. Put in 5, use the promo code, get an extra $200. I kind of like that deal, Deke. I don't know about you, but it seems pretty legit to me. All right. But either way, it's a dope concept. Now, I also understand on the contrary that sometimes when we start having a little fun, we overdo it. Sometimes we might create an issue. Maybe even a gambling problem. Might even need some crisis counseling, referral services. I mean, if that is the case.
Yeah.
See, that's a number that you could dial. For my New Yorkers, you got a number you could text. But for the rest of y'all in the room, wherever you're at right now, I want you to listen real closely. I said if you need some services, the number you should call is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER.